Galal first started boxing when he was 19 years old. Prior to that, he was a footballer and quite a very, very good footballer. But because he was so small, when he started to play with the senior boys, then he was sort of pushed to one side. So on that basis, he took up boxing because both of his brothers, Khalid and Gamal, they were both at that particular time boxing for GB.
And can you remember the first time he stepped into the gym, what he was like? Was he quite confident or was he a bit shy? Or
when he first came into the gym, it was around the summer of 2011. And right from the word go, although he was royish, he still showed a lot of skills, and it looked as though he was going to go places.
Absolutely. What was it about him that you think set him apart? You know, the more you saw him box, what was it that kind of set him apart from, you know, other boxers that had come through?
Well, he obviously had his first, in the first 4 years that he was boxing, he had 17 bouts, all against top lads, and won the novice A and B titles, national titles. And then a lad called Edwards beat him in the finals of the ABAs that year. And he got a call up for the development squad, went there, gave a very, very, very good performance, but however, was ignored. Robert McCracken at that particular time wasn't there, but several months down the line from then, they were looking for somebody, a southpaw, to give Nicola Adams a move around. So Khalid, who was on his way up to Sheffield, mentioned to Robert that his brother Galal was a southpaw and would give her all the problems that she needed, you know. And Robert, in his wisdom, after seeing him, could see the potential there. So instead of him going into development squad, Robert brought him straight into the podium squad. Now, that was in September 2015, and between that and December, he went away on 3 multi-nation tournaments and won gold at each one. Then they were going to put a show on in Rio as a sort of look at what it was all about when the Olympics went to Rio. And he went there. He ended up getting a bronze medal there. And then, of course, he came back. They had the trials for Europe, qualifying for the Olympics in Rio. And pardon me, lo and behold, he ended up getting gold. And went out in the quarterfinals and just missed out on the medals. And he's been the top man in the England group ever since then.
Yeah, you obviously mentioned Frank there. He just missed out in Rio on medaling, in the actual Olympics themselves. Do you think he can go one better and medal this time? I mean, he certainly looked in good shape in Paris, didn't he, in the qualifiers?
He's obviously gained a tremendous amount of experience at top international level. Now, he's had more experience at international level than he has at club level. Altogether at club level, he's only had 20 bouts. As I say, I'm 117 of them, But other than that, everything else has been at international level and all top.
Yeah, absolutely. How proud, Frank, are you as a club, as Birmingham City? How proud are you to have an Olympian come through your ranks?
Proud, I'd planned to go to Tokyo, and my wife, who is not at all interested in boxing, believe it or not, she became a great fan of Galal's, and when he won the Commonwealth Gold at one of our shows, he actually bought his medal and sat down with her and put the medal round her neck, and she absolutely adores him and was saving up, believe it or not, so that she'd have enough money in her pocket to spend to go to Tokyo. Unfortunately, the situation has changed somewhat, and all we're hoping and praying is that he has the success, brings a medal home. As a club, this is our third international, and this is our third Olympics, and it'd be lovely to end it all with a medal, being as the follies of youth is catching up with me as well as age, it'd be lovely to finish off on that degree.